we've basically already had a question like this in this section. So I don't know why this one is so much later, if it's implied that this is supposed to be harder. We're being asked for the same thing. What is the graph? We have this graph of fy equals f of x. This is just a bunch of math jargon telling us what we already know with our eyes. What is the y-intercept of the graph? So where does it cross the y-axis? That's right here at -4. So choice B is really the only thing that we could pick. I'm actually surprised that there isn't the trap of -4, 0 as a trap. I mean, they know that students tend to confuse the x and the y when they're going really fast, and so that feels like it could be a trap. Now, that's not a point. It's not even a point that's on our graph here. It's all the way over here somewhere. So that's on the x-axis, but people pick it. I think what instead they're hoping that you do is you see that 0, 1 is our x-intercept, and that is a point. So that is a trap in its own way. But again, I don't really know how someone would confuse those things because the x is labeled, right? The y is labeled. So it'd be very literal here. We say the x-intercept. Intercept means to cross. So we're saying, where does it cross the x-axis? The y-intercept, where does it intercept, cross the y-axis, right? So just don't confuse x and y, and you should be fine. If you're on these kinds of questions, though, you do have some fundamentals missing in your math, but this is one of the big ones that you need to make sure you get under control. You need to be able to read the coordinate plane, x's and y's, points, lines, which axis is which. We don't really get into the quadrants so much, but that it can be helpful to know for certain situations. But yeah, please do not get stuff like this wrong. If you find that you do have trouble reading graphs, this is a good example of something you can do by practicing on Khan Academy, or just Google it. You will find tons of ways to practice just finding points on graphs. It's a very important concept for algebra.